not sure if I'm properly audible there, so let me know in the chat window if I'm properly audible. So I can see there are already some questions. As I mentioned, you can ask questions now as well. Uh, so as usual, this is Saturday Live. We are talking about, this is basically a Q&A session where I will try to answer your questions. Uh, okay, so we are getting some questions, but I don't know how many people are watching this. So if you are watching this session, let me know by clicking on like button there. So hit that like button and let me know you're there. And okay, let's see. Because I'm not able to actually see how many people are watching this. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube. Uh, okay, so how do I know? Let me check on another phone if it is showing me the details. Okay, it says I'm live. That's great. Okay, perfect. I guess people have not got notification yet. Because it takes sometime it takes time. Is it because it's limited to the people? I'm not sure. It is public, I guess. Sometimes YouTube do give some issues, so that's fine. That's fine. People will get notification soon. Okay, so let's start with the question itself. Let's start with so nothing to talk about much today. So when I want to learn AI, so that's great. If you want to learn AI, there are so many resources available online. Just go there and you can learn AI. One of the best places I would say go to Coursera, right? Coursera.org. There is edx.org. So there are so many websites where you can go and learn stuff. And this is good, this is good. People are actually thinking about something apart from the programming languages. So earlier days, people used to only talk about programming languages like Java, C, C++, Python, JavaScript, and then some people were focusing more on Android and web development. See, technology is not just about languages, apps, and websites. There are more to it. There are more to it. So we have DevOps, we have Hadoop, we have server-level programming. So there's so many things you can focus, right? So that's great. Finally, people are thinking about something big, something like blockchain, something like AI, machine learning. That's great. Those days are gone for working on websites, working on apps, learning programming languages, different stuff, or in fact even for some designing stuff. So yes, designing is there. It's not something, designing will be there for a long time. So yeah, that's great. But at least people are moving towards something big. uh, okay, so let's see what else we can talk about. Okay, I'm a student in Kenya about to study statistics starting from next week. Is it better I concentrate on Python? Or see, as of now, if you are learning a new language, Python is good, and Python is also good for statistics because we have so many libraries to work with. You don't need to learn another language, but if you want to think about Java, because if you are joining corporate, most of the companies they are still using Java, so try that. Okay, which is the best Android or Python according to which is the best salary? See, salary is it's in IT industry we have this huge range. Okay, so we don't have a minimum, we don't have a maximum. So we have this huge range. You can expect maybe 5,000 per month Indian currency, or you can expect lakhs in a month. Okay, so it has a big range. So if you join startup, if you have your own company, if you join big companies, everyone have their own number to it. So and I feel, when you join a company, it doesn't matter how much you earn initially. What matters is how much you are learning in the initial phase. So I can see we got 230 people watching that. That's great. So that hit that like button there, everyone. If you enjoy my session and if you want to have some more live session in future. There's so many things on the way. So there's so many things planned up, and I hope you are enjoying the Python series, something new. Soon we'll be starting with some new series, and I know people are waiting for it from a long time. I announced that in January, so it's been 7 months or 8 months now. People are waiting for that series, and everyone knows about that, right? So and then let me know in the chat window which series I'm talking about. Yeah, so we'll be starting with that series soon, and but there will be some type of event, which we are going to do. So there's some surprise on the way. Then we have some things on the way. So we'll let you know. Let you know. Okay, so someone guessed it's blockchain. That's right. We are going for blockchain. But then I have some other plans as well. I will let you know in the subsequent videos, which I'll be uploading soon. We'll talk about it. Don't worry. Okay, so मैं decide नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ language की कौन सी. Okay, so which language to learn? That's the question. Okay, so if you are confused, there's only two options. Okay, so if you are confused, there's only two options. One is Python, second is Java. Reason Python because easy to learn, and there are so many new technologies which are based on Python. Reason to learn Java is because it's there in the enterprise. Okay, so if you're not sure, choose one. Apart from that, if you want to practice, let's say if you are learning a language, if you want to practice, what you can do is just make sure that so whenever you follow any video on YouTube, doesn't matter if it's my video or someone else's video, practice the same code. Don't just watch video. Okay, so also practice it. Understand the concept behind the scenes. So if someone is explaining the concept, there's so much things behind the scene. Okay, so online, maybe on YouTube, we have so many videos. They will teach you this part. Okay, so they will try to cover this depth, right? And then we have some more concepts in the lineup. So you have to make sure that you learn that as well. You can refer books. You can refer some online articles. And that's how you do it. And don't just watch one channel. Okay, so why to stick with one channel? If you're learning something from one channel, just switch to another channel and see how they are, because you might be getting different examples, right? So that's how you do it. And try to practice some more questions. Go to HackerRank, HackerEarth. There's so many hackathons going on, right? Just participate in that, and that's how you improve. Okay, so which OS would you recommend and why? Of course, I would always recommend you to use Linux-based OS, maybe Ubuntu or any enterprise Linux-based OS. You can try Red Hat, you can try CentOS. The idea is when you are spending your entire day on a machine, it's important to see. Okay, so let's go in this way. OS, the operating system, is the interface between the hardware and you, right? So this is something which is talking to you. So your mindset will change. So in your brain, there's so many connections which keeps happening. So those connections will change based on the OS which we use. Example, if you use Windows, since everything is happening, in one go, everything is happening so easily, you don't actually think, how exactly things are happening behind the scene. And that's where problem starts, because you're not thinking. You have to use your brain, right? The moment you switch to Linux, it will improve. It will ask you to think about things. It will ask you to, think about different ways of doing stuff. Example, if you want to install software, what are the ways you can do that? What is happening behind the scene? You will know all those stuff. And that's where your brain cells, everything will get connected. So if you learn new language, like say Python, if you learn, let's say, how to work with Git, it will make more sense if you know how to use Linux. Preferably you can use Mac, because in Mac also we have terminals, but then the only problem is with the budget. Apart from that, I would always recommend you to work on Linux based OS. Okay, so when did you start learning Java? It's way back. I started in 2008, I guess. It's been 10 years now. So it's been a long time. Future of Python, will it separate Java? See, languages don't separate each other. It's just that they create their own area, or what do you say, own zone. So no one will separate any language. Okay, best thing. I got just the question. Best thing to do after college? I would say go for a job, or you can go for masters if you want. But make sure that if you are doing masters, utilize it. Okay, because you'll be spending 2 years or 3 years in doing masters. And if you're not utilizing it, you're wasting so much of time and money. Okay, and because as I mentioned in one of the previous videos, degree is important, but if you don't have a skill set, it's of no use. So try to work on projects, try to participate in hackathons. So there's so many things you can do. You people are so lucky. If you're a college student now, you are so lucky now, because when we were students, we were not having this much of opportunity. So when I was a student, I used to participate in inter-college competitions. I had to go to different colleges to participate only in one location, okay, only in one city. Example, in Mumbai. I've not got chance to go to some other cities to compete. But now, thanks to hackathons and online competition, we have so much of opportunity to be in, right? So do that. You people are damn lucky to be born in this time. Great. Uh, okay, so please do videos on artificial intelligence. Nothing planned as of now because I'm focusing more on blockchain now. In fact, there's one more thing. Since I'm uploading all these videos for free on YouTube, so there's some other stats as well which I have to take care of. I have to survive. I have to earn my bread and butter. I have to I have to buy the equipment which I'm using now, the phone which I'm using for recording this mic, and this thing cost a lot. Okay, and so till this point I was doing some corporate training. I was doing that, but now I just need to see a way to actually help you people and provide free content, because there's some people who cannot afford the courses. But on the other hand, there should be also a way you can, so that I can survive and I can buy this equipment. I can do some courses to enhance your skill set. So let's see how that goes. Till this point, you can support me by joining the channel. There's an option, join the channel option. Second one, you can be a Patreon on Patreon. You can be a patron on Patreon, or you can donate using InstaMojo. You can just go to my website. There's an option of contact us. You can donate if you want. If you don't want to donate, if you don't want to spend money, that's very easy. You can still support us by sharing my videos, subscribing the channel, and share the videos on your Facebook. That's one of the way you can help me. Don't just share videos, also use some tags, why it was helpful. In fact, I'm going to announce one more thing. We are going for a contest, so I don't know, this idea just clicked 2 days before to do it, because I got two videos last week. Both some One of the video was more of question, then suggestion, and then appreciation. The other video was full of appreciation. Why, I mean, in what way Telusko learning was helpful to them. In fact, Telusko was helpful to them. So maybe you can do it. So if you think Telusko learning or Telusko was helpful to you in any way in your career, in your college life, make a short video of it. Okay, so shoot yourself, send me a selfie, front using front camera. So shoot yourself and send me the video. So you can mail a video. So you can upload the video on Dropbox or on YouTube. That's fine. And share us the link. We will be making a fan video, where we'll make one video of everyone or whoever gets selected. Let's see how that goes. Maybe we'll come up with a proper plan to do that. Okay, so how many videos of Python course completion? It's okay. So maybe 2 to 3 videos more. So you say Python. There are so many levels to it. It's not just you cannot simply say Python is over. There are so many things you need to learn, right? So, but we are talking about basics now. So the first layer is almost complete. The second layer, where we have threads, exceptions, the second layer which we are going to complete. The third layer would be GUI, working on frameworks. That is something I'm not focusing as of now. First, let me complete the first two layer, the basics, and OOPS concept, exception handling, all those stuff. Then I will take a break because I want to upload videos on blockchain as well, and then we'll focus on again back there. Okay, so we got one more question. So we got a super chat. That's great. So Sandeep, super chat. Thank you so much. And the question is, I have 4 years development experience. That's great. 4 years in Android. And what next? ML or blockchain? So this is again a personal choice. Both are good. Both have a better future, and it's dependent upon your skill set as well. If you're more towards big data, if you're more towards machine learning, then go for it. Go for machine learning. It's amazing. But if you are waiting for something which will change the way industry works, which will revolutionize everything. See, ML is there from a long time. It's not something new. ML is there from a long time. It's been almost 5 to 6 years now, which ML is on the way. Yes, it was not completely there, but it was there, right? People are working on it now. We are also using all those stuff. We are using Alexa. We are using Siri, so we know how thing works. But when it comes to blockchain, it's damn new. So if I want to suggest you, I would be biased here. I would say blockchain. Okay, so we have so many people watching this. Come on, guys, just hit that like button there. It does motivate me to go live every Saturday. In fact, I try to go live in the weekdays as well. So just click on that like button there. Okay, Bhavesh says, what is blockchain? Hey, we have a video on that, right? So just go to my channel, in fact, this channel and our channel. So go to our channel and search for, in fact, you can just go to YouTube and search for the Telusko blockchain. It should show the video to you. Perfect. Now we got one more super chat, and this is for Priyam. Hey, hi Priyam. Question is, can I go for CCN certification after completing BCA? And I don't have a programming skills, but I do have interest in wireless communication. That's great. CCN is great. It's one of the fields where you can get in, which is your networking field. It's awesome. So if you are interested, go for it. And I feel if you're not good with programming, just ignore that, right? There's so many things to think about. And CCN is great. Try that. In fact, just to be honest, at one point when I was doing my graduation, at one point I was thinking about doing CCNA. In fact, I went to a class to inquire about the course, what exactly course would be and what I will become in future. But something was missing for me in that course, and that's why I have not did that. But it's good. It's great. So you can go for that. Okay, next question. I'm not getting job even after achieving 80%. That's a thing, this is what we are talking about, Alicia, from a long time. It doesn't matter how much you scored in exams. Trust me. The system which we are into nowadays, marks don't matter, because to earn marks you can simply by heart answers. You can there's so many ways you can get the marks, and even company knows marks doesn't matter. What matters more is what technology you're working on, what technology you know. It's not just about number of programming language you know. So do something new. So what is happening in the industry? Like, let's say you can be a iOS developer, you can get into web development, you can get into big data. So try something new which people are not doing. Try that. Okay, so cloud computing के बारे में बताइए sir. So what is so in fact I do have a video on cloud as well, I guess. So you can watch my AWS videos on cloud. So basically cloud computing is all this company, they are shifting their servers on cloud. So they don't want to handle their own servers, because they need to buy servers, they need to configure servers, they need to maintain the servers. Instead of that, they are going for public servers like Amazon, Google. So they will be providing servers to them, which is cloud service which they provide. So that's the future. So in fact, we have a concept of microservices as well. So it's booming nowadays. So cloud is booming. Okay, next question. So prerequisite for blockchain, is it mathematical background mandatory? Mathematics, yes, but not in the level of machine learning. Basics are enough. And I would say cryptography is something which you have to which you have to learn, and the knowledge of economics as well, because blockchain is providing solution now to fintech, which is financial companies. And if you don't understand what is finance, if you don't understand what is economics, it will be difficult for you. So try to do basics on that as well. I will try to upload videos on economics for tech professionals. Let's see how that goes. There are so many ideas which comes into my mind. It's just that I'm not getting enough time to implement them. But soon I will try to do that. After learning this book, which is Crushing It, amazing book by Gary Vee. So I'm following Gary Vee a lot nowadays, so on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on different platforms. So if you have not read that book, I would recommend you to do that. So it is Crushing It. So there are two books, Crush It and Crushing It. So currently I'm reading Crushing It, which is awesome, which talks more about how can we use social platform to explore, like Facebook, like in LinkedIn, creating we have SoundCloud. There's so many platforms to work on. So let's see how that goes. So I'm being active on Instagram now. So if you are not following me on Instagram, do that. So I'm there on Instagram, NaveenReddy20. I'm there on Facebook. You can follow me there, and I'm there on Twitter as well. But I don't tweet much. But most time I'm there on Instagram and on Facebook. Okay, would you recommend me? I want to be a iOS developer, but now I cannot afford Mac. So any Swift other than okay, any other option? Okay, Yeah, so for iOS, we do have an option of Xamarin. So you can, if you have a normal machine, that's fine. Install Windows and you can install Xamarin. So using C sharp codes, using C sharp programming, you can make iOS apps. I have not tried it as of now, but I've heard it. I've seen somewhere, so you can try it out. Okay. Next question. Companies are just asking for e-litmus on MCAT score on that basis only. They are hiring. It doesn't matter what technology you know. Please tell me how to score in MCAT. Okay, that's right. So see, it depends upon what type of company you're going for. So if you are applying for e-litmus or MCAT, so there are service-based companies who are looking for this kind of people. But if you're looking for product-based companies, I think you need to participate in hackathons. You need to make projects. In fact, companies are also thinking about GitHub now. So there are so many resources available for how to hire people on GitHub. So it's something like you simply make your GitHub repository, and the company will have the access of your entire work on GitHub, and they will give you a call. You don't even have to apply. So they are implementing some system where they can check your GitHub repository. Of course, it should be public first, and they will send you a mail for the interview. So so things are changing. So don't worry. But if you're applying for service-based companies, yes, try AMCAT, try eLitmus. If you're going for product-based companies, I would say participate in hackathons. Look for the place where you can do a hackathon and participate in it. Okay, next, I'm a BCA distance education. Can I land a job TCS or Infosys? Of course. So distance, that's a difficult thing, because even now the service-based companies, they are looking for full-time course. In fact, when I went for the interview for the first time in one of the big company, in the form which they ask you to fill, so they asked me if I've done the post graduation or not. So yes, I did my post graduation, and there were two options. One is distance, and one is from a college. And they have mentioned if you're from distance, don't even mention that you have done your graduation. So that's a bad scenario nowadays. So we got one more super chat from Shrikant. Thank you so much, Shrikant, for the super chat. It always helpful. Okay, next is learning Java worth it? Of course, why not? Even the enterprise nowadays, they are on Java, so don't worry, Java will not be going anywhere. So what's the future of future in big data for Java developers? So I would say if you want to get into big data, learn Hadoop first and then go for data science as well. Okay, Rishabh says, if I enroll in your IT academy, will I get in 6-week internship after completion of course? Yes. If you are completing a course, you will get 6-week internship, and that is promised by the IT academy. So don't worry, IT academy will take care for that. So please give some project ideas. Okay, so there's only one way of making a project. So observe things around you. So whatever problem you're facing. In fact, the first app should be copy some app from Play Store. So go to Play Store, download any app and try to copy it. Any famous app, make your own WhatsApp, make your own Facebook, make your own Instagram, make your own local apps which you're using, or Paytm, something like that. Now, once you make a copy, then try to understand the problems around you, whatever problem you're facing, and make an app for that. Or maybe make an app for the Telusko. Do that. So make the app for the Telusko and send it to us. Maybe we can use it. Okay. How to prepare for corporate life? In fact, I will be making a video for that. How to prepare yourself for corporate life. Should I learn data science before machine learning? Yeah, you can try that. But before that, also learn big data. Okay, which language you feel will be always there? That's a question, because no one is sure. Things are changing so fast now. Maybe in future we'll be having quantum computers, and maybe the language which you're learning now will be of no use. So think about all the languages, like we have Python, we have Java, we have JavaScript. At least this language will be there for next 3 to 4 years, and that's enough for us. Because after 3 to 4 years, maybe you will not even do programming. You will be shifting to management position. Question from Starfall. Is money everything in life? Not exactly. For me, money is not at all a big factor. If I had a choice of choosing money and a good happy life, I will always go for happy life instead of going for money. Money is good, money can buy you happiness. That's what people say. Yes, some amount of money, there's so we have a different levels. How much money you should be earning? So you should earn that much so that you can survive, you can enjoy your life. Okay, you can have a vacation. So don't just earn less money. Think about big money, but then money is not the only factor. So let's say if you are earning 1 lakh per month, that's enough, right? At least on this level. Don't think about 20 lakhs, okay? Yeah, but everyone have their own way of thinking. For me, it's if I'm earning 1 lakh, that's fine with me. What I want to do more is how can I help people? How can I help society? Right? How can I, every day? In fact, as I'm following Gary now, he has used this awesome phrase, which is or a quote, which is gratitude is a fuel. Okay, so if I want to get motivated, I look for mails. I check Facebook messages. Every time someone says, your videos were helpful, it helps. It motivates me to do more work. For you, it might be different. If it is money, that's great. If it is helping people, that's great. But important thing is, it doesn't matter what motivates you. What matters is you should be motivated. That's right. That's all. Okay, so we are been live from last 26 minutes. That's great. Uh, okay, so okay, I'm having a TCS interview. Any tips? Okay, prepare for data structures and networking skills. So maybe 2 to 3 questions more, and that's it. Then we'll say bye bye, because in fact last day also. Okay, so how do you stay how do you stay focused? See, first of all, set deadlines for yourself. Example, if I want to achieve something, I will be making videos. So let's say I have to say I have to make at least 2 videos per day. I have to learn blockchain. I have to work on some version of blockchain. I have to make this. I have to make that. Set the deadline. So next 3 to 4 days, I'll be completing this part, and follow that. And that's how you stay focused. Have deadlines. If you don't have deadlines, you cannot work. So that's it, everyone. I know it's been a long. I was not able to answer all the questions, but I have to do some work now. I have to edit a video, which will be uploaded soon, and then that's it. I hope you enjoyed this session. Let me know in the comment section. In fact, the chat window itself, not the comment section, and do share this video with your friends. So let them know about this channel, because we have almost done with the Python series now. We are going to start with blockchain and some more topics. So that's it, everyone. Bye bye. See you next time.